Independent content creators are killing it, whether it's comics, movies, music, you name it, the independence is where it's at. Check out this article in Variety. If Drake goes independent, the music business is done, says United Masters Steve Stoute. The industry veteran also revealed Drake is about to get the biggest bag in the history of the music business so far. By bag, he's talking about money! A lot of money. Who is Drake? Drake is Aubrey Drake Graham, born in 1986. Oh my God, he's a kid. He's a Canadian rapper, a singer, songwriter, record producer, actor, and entrepreneur. A prominent figure in popular music, Drake is widely credited for popularizing the Toronto sound to the music industry. All right, he's made his way. So we're going to go over this article in Variety and talk about how a really powerful content creator is going off and distributing himself, not depending on anybody else but him and his customer list, his social media, people who he knows are interested in following him. Before we do, we're going to check out my book if you want to support me and my work, collegeofthedead.com, graduation day, full color 48-page zombie apocalypse book. This book is out, it's done, it's gotten rave reviews from my customers. I really appreciate that. It's an ongoing series. We're about to start number 3. This is number 2, and we've got the prequel for number 1 if you want to check it out. And sign up for epicmermaids.com. That's the Mermaids comic book I'm working on. It's 48 pages, full color. It's like Game of Thrones with mermaids. Let's get back to the article. I love these articles that talk about entertainment industry and guys distributing directly to their customers, direct to consumer. This is coming from Variety. So Steve Stoute, and he's an industry dude. He owns United Masters. I'm going to talk about who he is. He's a very credible guy. Shared some powerful words about Drake during a panel held on Friday, July 17th. The 2-day virtual SelectCon conference featured conversations with key players in the realms of entrepreneurship, music, marketing, sports, personal finance, and other music industry topics. Stoute is an entrepreneur and author who previously worked at Sony Music and Interscope Geffen A&M before going on to create his own marketing agency, Translation, and launching music distribution platform, United Masters. I don't know, I just like saying it like that. His resume includes producing albums for Nas, Mariah Carey, working with Gwen Stefani, and Enrique Iglesias. You like how I said that? Iglesias. And executive producing 2002's Academy Award-winning 8 Mile film and soundtrack starring Eminem. It was a good movie, and it was a good soundtrack. One aspect debated throughout the conference, whether to sign with a major label or remain independent. While the pros and cons are many, one thing that most can agree on when an artist is in a position to own his own masters, meaning own his own content, his own IP, his own work, that is the most profitable situation for a creator. No dispute. That's for every medium of entertainment. Every, whether it's comics, movies, film, if you own it, lock, stock, and barrel, 100% just yours, that is how you make the most money. It's a little more risky, but that's how you make the most money. The topic came up in closing out the 2-day confab conference when Stoute interviewed rapper Russ under the banner Independence, a conversation with Steve Stoute plus Russ. Russ, as Variety reported last week, recently completed his deal at Columbia Records and is celebrating his newfound freedom as an independent artist. Good for you, Russ. During the panel, Russ laid down the blueprint of what might transpire if Drake, who is signed by Cash Money, that's the name of that independent label, via Universal Music Group owned Republic Records, went independent. See, if they were to have gone independent of the major, Universal Music Group. Quote, you think that if Drake right now, completely independent, if Drake posts a picture on the gram, obviously Instagram, of his new album, link in bio, a link in bio, new album out, and he was fully independent, Drake will make $10 million a week for 60 effing weeks. Stoute then interjected, I said this before. Drake is about to come out in the next 6 months. Drake is about to get the biggest bag in the history of the music business by far. Both A and B, they don't want that to happen. Because the day that happens, they may as well close the business down. A and B, they're talking about the Universal, like the major publishers. Russ made a point to say if Drake should go, it'll F the whole shit up. Basically, he'll screw up the whole industry because everyone will follow. Almost like Comicsgate, almost like all independent publishing, right? Stoute seconded, quote, if Drake goes independent, the music business is over. If Drake goes independent, the music business is done. See? Done, son. I added the son part. Russ then did the math out loud. Quote, Drake uploads God's Plan on a digital distributor, so whatever money it is, less than $10, right? Fine. Pay for the beat. $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, whatever the F it is. And then to get mixed, 4 racks. So you're all tops, $50,000. That song, you owning it forever and getting paid weekly on it, you're making $1 million a week off that song. Let me just explain what he's talking about. He's talking about, like, per song, it costing like $10,000 per song to get it like finished and studio done, so that he could have his own IP that he could then sell each song digitally himself through a digital platform that would just straight up collect the money. So he's saying, like, if he's got 4 songs, he's going to go out of pocket for like $50,000 at most, which is absurd, you know, for somebody like him, because Drake is so big that he's going to be like making $1 million a week off the song for weeks and weeks and weeks for years, just by doing his own thing. So going back to the article, it's different. If Drake goes independent, this whole industry gets turned upside down, because obviously people are going to follow success. That people follow success and stability. People understand risk. As long as they see a stable situation, they will stay invested in that new situation. So people joining, for example, Comicsgate, a lot of us are interested in comics and independent publishing and Comicsgate. People will go into Comicsgate as long as it looks reliable and stable and cool, because they'll make a hell of a lot more money and they'll control all of the content, all of their work, all their intellectual property. It's an incredible proposition, and that's why a lot of people are going to Comicsgate. Back to the article. That's why I'm independent, putting out music independently. I'm going to F this whole industry up. Well said. Drake recently dropped 2 new tracks with DJ Khaled, Popstar, and Grease. Tell me what you think about this in the comments below. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Click the bell for notifications. Do you see the connection? You know, independent content creator, breaking regular distribution, going to his social media, just putting the word out that he's releasing stuff directly. Basically, he's his own publisher. He's his own platform. He doesn't need anyone else to sell and promote, and especially not own his work. Just does it all himself. Tell me what you think of that. Again, if you want to support me, do it at collegeofthedead.com. Back my book. It's really good. It's in print, full color, 48 pages, really great book. You can see a whole cool trailer on it. Ready to ship right now. And The Mermaids, a full color ongoing series coming out soon. It's Game of Thrones with mermaids, 48 pages, full color. You'll love it. It's really, really well done. I'll see you again soon with another video. And if I don't see you, me and Drake will miss you.